No, RTE. That would be Ireland. I mean, seriously. I mean, believe me, every country in the world is Masonically controlled, but my God, they're certainly not shy in their witchcraft in Ireland about control over everything. And remember, these people are supposed to be purporting to represent Irish people's interests. Think about this. Stopping occasionally for comments.
Considering mandatory satellite linked speed limiters in all new vehicles from 2030. The technology would involve using GPS, 5G signals, and cameras to detect speed zones and automatically reduce engine power if speed limits are exceeded.
Everybody should read Atlas Shrugged by Ayn Rand. I'm not saying I like her as an author, but you should read the book. Actually, you should also read The Fountainhead. I'm not fucking agreeing with her, but it's a book you should read. Although I do suspect that as an author or just as an individual, well, she wants to cuck the equivalent of billionaires. She wants to be. She looks for the guy that fucking will not put up with her pish. Now, people will disagree, but when you look at what's going on just now, it is deliberate and by design. I keep saying, look at. Holy shit, C.S. Lewis is that hideous strength. Oh my God, and so many others. When we are here. We are here. Think about this.
EU regulation. It was actually brought in 2019 to deal with car technology, including what they call intelligent speed assist, or what we would call speed limiting. The other thing, and
I said in a vid recently, like about electric vehicles and all the rest of it, and what I didn't say was the title, which should have been, we're talking about black swan events. Imagine if you were wanting to create order out of chaos and all countries, corporations, car companies are, well, just part of this. Could you imagine if a signal is sent out to all cars, all vehicles, suddenly just stop working? How bad would things get? Now, if you are part of an occult belief system that looks for a new Eden, like they've fucking told you over the last few decades, about seed banks and whatever, right? They have a plan. Like there's not going to be a lot of people around. So how do we get them into that situation? Now, honestly, the apathy on steroids is astounding.
We won't deal too much with that today. It also put in for the alcohol interlock ignition devices. So both speed and alcohol are dealt with in this, and if they were brought in, there could be a massive contribution. The vast majority of
and people keep asking, how the hell are cars so expensive? It's all these various technologies. None of them work really well, yeah. And now it's like, hey, you need to have a car. Look, CarWow. When you look at their logo, which is basically a sphincter, yeah, not by accident. Yeah, because honestly, if you think Matt Watson isn't bought and paid for, yeah, honestly, it's good. Internal cameras. So, there's no end to where this goes, yeah, but honestly.
People, 98-99% do not speed. And we know also the vast majority of people do not drink and drive. So we're down to a core of people who have behavioural issues, particularly with alcohol, but also speeding. So the old phrase that I've used, if we can't stop the driver, stop or limit, in this case, the car.
The EU is considered.
I mean, that's it. I mean, there is no end to where this goes. None. I keep telling people, listen, I have a lot of respect for the young team that have got promise and great character. But I can absolutely fucking assure you, as an early Gen Xer, and at the time I didn't think I had that much of a great life. But by fuck, I was so lucky. Like so many. Where we are going, seriously, it's disgusting.